highly intelligent man who had been on the scene in New York and in England as well, had made some beautiful records. I quickly informed myself and realized that, to talk about Alex's point is to disobey or to do things differently. Up to that point I had been recording pop records and country records in Canada, and when Eno came into my life I realized that he had decided to do something that was completely out of step with what everyone else was doing, and they were seemingly not commercial works, and he didn't care. And I realized that he had found his voice and was confident about this direction, and he graciously invited me to join him. And I thought, I will never look back. I will never do anything I don't want to do ever again. And I had this discussion with my buddy Rocco DeLuca. Rocco, are you out there? Jim Wilson, are you here? What's interesting about these people is we philosophize all the time, as I did with Eno. And it's very important to have comrades that keep you straight. And Rocco has pointed out to me that, yes, we may be talented and we may be inspired, but you have to be enlightened before you can find your voice. And how might enlightenment come to you? You have to have an open heart. And when Eno came into my life, as skilled as I was and as great a recordist as I was, I had not been fully enlightened in that way. And when he came into my life, I thought, it felt like a blazing light had come upon me, and just to reiterate my point, I will never look back. I will never, ever do anything I don't want to do ever again. And that's when my work started getting better. And the ambient records were a rock to stand on, and we developed a fantastic relationship. I was more of a musician than Brian, and he leaned on me for speeding things up. So he might have an inclination about a technique, and I would say, Brian, let me help you with that. So I became a supporter of his vision, and that's how we worked together for years. And I was ready, willing to labor very hard on things that Brian did not have the patience for. So we had this fascinating team going for a while, and still to this day, even though I don't see him as much, he's in your town now. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, I think so.